Hi, my name's Matt,
My name's Molly.
and we're here today with the Elkins Robotics Club
Online.
online. So today we're going to talk about voltage and current and signals. And what we're going to do is one of our favorite robotics experiments. We're going to use telephones, and we're going to see how you can convert sound into electricity and back again. Now, to do that, what we've got to do is we've got to understand what voltage and current are, right?
Right.
So we've been building circuits this whole time, and we've talked about voltage because we've been using these batteries, and they have 9V stamped on them. What does that mean?
9 volts.
9 volts, that's right. So what is voltage, Molly?
Well, voltage is the amount of potential energy going through a circuit.
That's right. It's the amount of potential energy that could go into the circuit. So that's why batteries are measured in volts like that, so that we know how much potential energy that they provide. So what's current then?
Current is the amount of electricity going through a circuit at one point.
That's right. It's the flow of electricity through the circuit. So when we were building our LED circuits, well, we were trying to be careful that we didn't put too much current through the LED, or what would happen?
It would blow
It would blow up. So to do that, what circuit element did we use to make sure that we didn't blow up the LED?
Well, we used a resistor.
We use a resistor. So the resistor has a really cool relationship with voltage and current. Okay? So let's draw a schematic so we can kind of understand. So I'm going to draw my battery first. Okay? So I've started with the battery. Now I'm going to draw a resistor. Now in our other circuits, we would draw an LED now, which would convert the electricity into light. But for now, I'm just going to go back here like this. Okay? So I've closed the loop. So that's a closed loop, right? That's a circuit. So what's happening here is there's an equation associated with the resistor. Did you know that? V equals I times R. Pretty neat, okay? So what that means is that if I know the voltage and I know the resistance, I can figure out the current. If I know the current and the resistance, I can figure out the voltage. They're proportional, okay? And so the R is the resistance. It's how much the circuit resists the flow of electricity, but it also tells us what the proportion is between the voltage and the current. So if we can actually build this circuit, and there's cool things we can use to actually see things like the voltage and the current, okay? So this is one of the cool things. This is a multimeter. And a multimeter lets you measure, well, it's a meter, right? So it's for measuring.
Right.
What's multi mean? Anything? Lots of things? Multi. So you see here on mine, it has lots of knobs. So we can set it to measuring voltage. We could use that right now with our battery. Where's our battery mode? So if we use the voltage mode, we can do this. Oh, let me switch this over. And we can see that this battery is 8.4 volts, so this one needs to be recharged.
Yeah.
It's not 9. We can also measure current, and we're going to do that next. So if we switch this to current, there's this relationship between voltage and current. So if I know the resistance of that resistor is 325 ohms, okay, I can figure out how much current's flowing through it if I know that this is 9 volts, right? So we just have to solve this equation. We say that I equals V over R, right? So we need to take our voltage of 9 volts, we need to divide it by 325, and what we get is about 0.028, okay? So let's see if we can actually measure that in our circuit. So here's our resistor. So I'm going to build this circuit. I'm going to put my resistor at positive. There it goes. And then I'm going to take I'm going to clip one lead from my multimeter here, and I've put my multimeter into current mode. You have to use a different port. You have to be very careful because you could hurt your multimeter with this, with current. And then I'm going to touch this here. And what do I measure, Molly? Can you read it? 0.24 .024. And so we said 0.028 here when we did the math. Why do you think it's different?
Well,
Because our battery is at 9 volts. Remember,
yeah.
we looked. So if the voltage was higher, there would be more current. So this is a pretty cool thing about resistors is you can, if you know the current through it, you can figure out the voltage. If you know the voltage, you can figure out the current, as long as you know the resistance too.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So next we're going to talk about sound. Okay. So we've converted electricity into light with the LED. Well, how do you convert? How do you convert sound into electricity?
Well,
What is that thing called that you talk into on your telephone?
speaker.
The microphone. So a telephone. This is an old-fashioned telephone. This is what we're going to use today. We've got 2 of these to play with. An old-fashioned telephone has a microphone in it, just like your smartphone, except this one's really big. So if you take this apart, in here you can see there's this little thing, and this is a microphone. And I can, if I hum on it, you can actually hear it vibrating. That's actually how it works, how it converts electricity. So there is a coil in here of wire and a magnet, and when I breathe on it, this shakes up and down, and it converts what I say into electricity. And then on the speaker side, on the other side, there's a speaker which is the same thing working in reverse. The electricity goes through the coil and makes the diaphragm shake up and down and makes sound waves.
Mm-hmm.
So the resistor, we can use the resistor again to actually see those sound waves going through the wire. So we're going to build a pretty cool circuit next. So here's the circuit we're going to build. So we've got 2 telephones, so I'm just going to draw them like this, okay? I've got 1 telephone, 2 telephone, okay? And what we're going to do is they've got red and green wires coming out of them, okay? So the red wire up here, I'm going to put a resistor between the 2 telephones. And down here, I'm going to use my battery. So this one, I'm going to hook up to the positive side of my battery, like that. And then this one, I'm going to hook up to the negative. So this is my red wire, and this is my green wires. Okay? So now what we can do, let's build this circuit. So here's my breadboard. I've got a resistor. Why don't you get your telephone, Molly?
Okay.
So what I've done here is I've cut the cord off these old telephones. So if you've got some old telephones laying around, this is a pretty fun thing to do. What I've done is I've soldered on here some pins, because we do this in Robotics Club a lot, and so it makes it easier. You could also clamp on some wires if you needed to. So there's 4 wires in here usually. Sometimes there's only 2, but what you need is the red and the green wire. So you can ignore the other ones if there's more wires than that. That would be if you had 2 lines on your telephone. So we've got our resistor. I'm going to hook my red wire to this side, and then I'm going to hook this one over here. Where's the other red wire? So we're going to hook our other red wire to the other side of the resistor from the other telephone. Yikes. Okay, so then this one I'm going to hook up to positive from this telephone. Make sure my wires don't touch.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, you don't want to short out your battery. Okay, and then I need a jumper wire. I'm going to take this wire. I'm just going to hook it into one of these rows. And I'm going to go from here to here. I'm going to hook it up to there. So, Molly, shall we have a conversation? Hello?
Hello?
How's it going?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah.
I just turned it down so that isn't,
Really loud. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. So, how can you guys at home know that we're actually talking on the telephone?
Well,
How could we make them be able to see what's happening in that resistor?
well, we have a special piece of equipment.
We do. We have. What do we have? You remember what this is called? It's an oscilloscope. So, oscillo means oscillation, means vibrations, right? And what does scope mean?
Well,
Scope means see, right? So this is a tool for looking at oscillations. And so what we're doing, what we want to do is look at what's happening inside the circuit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook my oscilloscope up here to there to ground, and then I'm going to pick one side of the resistor, which is where we think we've been talking. Okay. And then of course the very, very important part is to turn your oscilloscope on. This little line is what is happening in that resistor in voltage at any time. Okay? So now let's have a conversation.
hello?
Hello! And as you can see on here, I am talking on our oscilloscope.
Yeah.
I'm talking on the telephone. And so now we can actually see the signal going through the telephone, through the resistor. So that signal is electricity, it's current flowing from one phone to the other, and the resistor converts it into voltage, right? So that we can see it on here. So, watch your ears, Molly.
Okay.
If I push the buttons on the phone, you can probably hear that. So those are frequencies that the telephone is making, and that's actually how we told in the old days, how we told the phone system who I wanted to dial and who to switch.
Yeah, because they hadn't invented like smartphones.
Oh yeah, digital phones. So I think that's a pretty cool thing that you can do with electricity, converting it into sound and back again. And it's really neat to be able to see what's happening inside the circuit with our meters and our oscilloscopes. So I think that's today's lesson. If you've got some old phones laying around, all you need is a resistor, a battery, that's it, and 2 telephones, right?
Right.
And you can make your own phone system and talk to your friends. So with that, my name's Matt.
Mine is Molly.
We're with the Elkins Robotics Club. We're so happy that you joined us today. If you like our lessons, please subscribe to our channel, like our video. We'd like to thank all our sponsors, the Elkins Public Library, the IEEE Ozark section, the Electrical Engineering Department at the U of A, Ozark Integrated Circuits, and the Institute of Museums and Libraries that has provided a grant that's funding part of our club. So with that, we hope you stay safe, and please see you next week, right?